Hi, I'm Kilyn Parisien-Hill. I'm from Belcourt, North Dakota, and I'm Turtle Mountain Banded Chippewa Indian. I went to school in Belcourt all my years of school at the Turtle Mountain Community Schools. When I was in high school, my senior year, I was awarded the Gates Millennium Scholarship, which allowed me to attend the University of Oregon. And I went there for a year, and now I'm transferring to the University of Kansas. But I had a great time when I was at the University of Oregon. One of my favorite things to do there was hike. We went to waterfalls, swimming holes. There were so many things to do there that you can't do in North Dakota because it's a plain state, but I had a great time, and I'll always cherish those times. Growing up on the reservation wasn't always easy, and I see a lot of the kids around here that have to go without, and they don't have parents, or they don't have older siblings looking out for them, and that's really what gives me the drive to be who I am today. I want to be that older sister. I want to be that parent figure for them, even though I, sometimes can't be personally. I want them to feel like they're loved and that they're understood because I was just a kid from the res, and now I am who I am today. So when I was in high school, actually throughout my entire life, I had this dream that I would be a model someday. And I was at prom one year, and somebody had suggested to me that I try out for this pageant. So I was like, okay, I don't know how to walk in heels. I really don't own any dresses or makeup, but I'm going to try it. And so I watched a few YouTube videos, and I really didn't prepare for anything. I was told that a brown girl would never win, that they would rig it, that they would only want a blonde hair, blue-eyed girl in the state of North Dakota, and that I wouldn't have a chance. But, forget that. It was even family, but I got on the stage and I did the best that I could without a coach, and I ended up taking second runner-up, and that wasn't enough for me. I was hungry for it because there was nobody ever like me for me to look up to. I mean, I'm Native and I'm Black, and I never had that role model in my life or, in the media. Personally, not a Native girl. There are kids that come out of the ghettos, but who comes off the res and makes it big? And that was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to be that for other people. And so I got on the stage one more time. I had moved to Oregon. I was having such a hard time transitioning from a 6x12 reservation to a school of thousands of students, and there are 200 people in every classroom. And I'm this no one in a place, I came from a place where everybody knows me. I walk anywhere and everybody knows me, and I'm no one here. And so that's already a struggle in it of itself, and I can't afford to come home. So I don't know what to do. And if that's not bad enough, my car gets vandalized right before I'm about to come home. A brick was thrown off a building and paint cans were splashed all over it. And along with that, there's more. I was told that I was fat and that I needed to lose weight, and I've always been considered skinny my entire life. And so that was such a perplexing thing for me because I was going through so much at the time that I was like, okay, what next? Let's. And the last thing was I was told to worry about being pretty and not smart. And that's the thing that really got me because I've always prided myself in being intelligent. I went to so many programs. I was in the InMed program, which is Indians into Medicine. I went to Indians into Psychology. I was in the STEM programs, Robotics Club. I was valedictorian. I was National Honor Society president. Like, I did it all. And I was told to hide that, who I was, and that wasn't fair to me. And so I got on that stage in spite of whatever happened to me right before then, and I took the crown. And I am Miss North Dakota Teen USA. In 10 years, I see myself completing med school. I plan on going to school to be a surgeon. I see that there's a lack of surgeons here, and I do want to help that. In 10 years, I see myself being a successful businesswoman. I plan on opening my own winter wear company and owning my own brand to distribute winter wear to young children who are underprivileged and live in extreme weather conditions like North Dakota. I want to be on Forbes' most successful people on Time magazine. Like, I really see myself being there because there hasn't been anyone from Indian country, or as far as I know, there hasn't been anyone from Indian country, and I want to be the first. And what I'm doing now to do that is I'm working with a grant writer to write my business portfolio, and I'm going to secure funding. I'm going to do this. Mark me on that. I'm going to do this. I will be the one to supply all these kids these coats and this winter wear that they deserve. These kids deserve the world, and I'm going to be the one to give it to them. And competing for Miss Teen USA is also a part of it, and I'm not guaranteed the title, but I'm working toward it, and I'm making connections, and I'm really trying to pave the way for other people to do what they want to do. Aside from being a sociology major, I'm also minoring in ethnic studies. So I took a lot of classes that involve stereotypes and how people perceive different races. And I learned a lot about myself in that time. I learned about how Native Americans are perceived as mascots, or how we're perceived as fictional characters. And I'm not a fictional character. I'm very capable of doing all of these things. I am set on inspiring the youth. I'm working to be better for Indian country. What Beyond the Feathers means to me is that I'm more than your mascot, and I'll show you. Yeah. Oh, I'm a person. I am a person. I'm a young woman. I'm about to be a businesswoman. I'm successful. I'm a college student, but I'm all of these things, and I'm no less than anybody else. Don't discount me. With everything that Native Americans have dealt with, including the genocide, with oppression, we are the rippling effect of that, and we still show that we feel that way. And I just want you to know that because you're Native American, I don't care what tribe you're from, you are a person, you are capable of doing whatever you want, and don't let anybody stop you. Don't let your race hold you back, because that has nothing to do with who you are as a person. Your work ethic and your character will get you further than your race. I promise you. You just need to work hard and do what you want, because I live in North Dakota, a prominently white state. I went to a predominantly white institution. As a brown girl, I walk around with this brown skin, and sometimes it's scary, and sometimes I do fear, like, I do get watched in stores, and, you know, like, I mean, we're always going to experience racism. There's racism amongst all kinds of groups, but you can't let that stop you. Don't let the opinions of people stop you, because they don't matter. They don't matter. And you just need to understand that. And once you get that, you can be whoever you want to be.